And speaking of hip hop, LaRussell, he signed with Rock Nation recently.
Wild.
Huh?
Wasn't he like?
So that's what I'm gonna get into. So if you don't know, LaRussell, he's from the Bay Area. Officially, he announced on the Breakfast Club that he's officially signed with Rock Nation, gaining label support while still retaining his ownership of his masters and rights. This comes. We talked about mixed reviews. This comes off the brink of LaRussell almost. Some of his stardom came from outside of like his music and building his own platform in his backyard. Was that he turned down a deal from Rock Nation, saying that they were pretty much trying to get over on him from the deal, and then I won't call it full circle, but coming back to his whole push of being independent, building things, he winds up signing some type of deal with Rock Nation, which has people. Some people saying he's contradicting himself. Other people saying it was a perfect timing based on the Super Bowl being at the Bay, him getting the Super Bowl performance. Him signing with Rock Nation, things of that nature. So when it comes to that, what do you think about, I guess, the discourse that's going surrounding him? Does this I guess make him less legitimate because he's not truly independent anymore? He signed with because he signed with the label that tried to get over with him. I think his deal is more of like a marketing deal anyway. But what are your thoughts on that? And I have some other questions to follow up about that.
Why does it make him less legit?
I don't know, because people were saying, like, I saw some of his fans saying, I saw some hip hop critics saying as well that, and when I say people, this is like the comments that I'm reading like online based off of announcements, and I see in like the comment section. Just this goes against what he was saying as like, oh, I'm independent, I'm building this from the grassroots. Like, not that he's against the label, but doesn't necessarily need the label. He's showing people that he could build everything on his own. So they're saying, why now? What's the reason that you're signing now when you've had so much success? Building your platform, you've done shows on tours outside of like the big label system like Live Nation and all that type of stuff. You've booked your own venues. You've done direct to consumer. You've been an advocate for that. Now you're signing with the big wigs. So like, why go away from it now?
I mean, I guess in this situation, everybody has a price. I mean, maybe he wants to go bigger. We all obviously don't know what exactly the deal entails. Like you said, if it's marketing, I mean, maybe it's to amplify what he's doing on a bigger scale. You get what I'm saying? He's still doing what he's doing. He's still maybe, not saying using his own money, but getting bigger funding. But, I mean, why not? How does that make him less legitimate? Like, at that point, if you don't want him to do it, I'm not saying you're putting him at a cap, but it's like, for whatever he's trying to do, he might have to go through them anyways.
True. And I don't disagree with that. And also, I feel like when it comes to that, my thing is, one, I wonder what the deal actually is.
Right.
Two, I'm still trying to figure out the correlation. If you were having so much success, even though you may need different stuff, whether it's radio play, whatever it is, because he did say like something when it comes to like relationships. That was one of the reasons why he wound up doing a partnership with them, is because like he used an example of him going to the radio station to get radio play in a region that he's not well known in yet. Like that'd be his first time meeting the radio people. So now he has to kind of like prove himself, prove that his records work, as opposed to sitting like Rock Nation there. They already have those relationships. So if they're like, yo, spin this record, they're gonna spin it without him having to, pull him arm and legs. But also my thing is, and it's not the same thing as like the Cobby Lame situation, but when it comes to just the independence of an artist, and I'm not knocking LaRussell, because if you see the value in this partnership, then do it, by all means do it. But if you're having so much success, you said you dropped 40 albums, you're selling out venues, you're getting all of the money without having anybody hand you your pot, like why now do you need to, I guess, give a piece of the pie? Unless you're trying to scale to a certain range or at a certain rate that you can't do with the money that you're putting in right now on your own. I mean, that's what I'm really trying to see or trying to understand.
That's definitely what it is, bro. He's probably trying to scale. And, like, at the end of the day, you hit it right on the head. Like, if I'm going to a radio station and I got to build this whole relationship versus I can just be in a partnership with a group of people that already have the relationship, I'm making my life a little bit more easier. I mean, do I have to give up a percentage? Yeah, for sure, because they're doing me a service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we may not be getting the full, rolled out red carpet. We're fully Rock Nation, but we're doing some sort of business to where it's like they're giving me access to their data, which is the radio station or a certain person in the radio station or whomever. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like if it works out for them to where they can get some sort of investment out of it, return of investment, why not?
Yeah,
because he has the numbers clearly. So he says,
oh, he for sure has the numbers. He for sure has the numbers.
If I'm Rock Nation, it's like, okay, why not be able to just help him put an event together for we'll do this for 10% or 20, you know what I mean, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like
that's the angle I was really trying to see from it when it comes to like since he's had, like I said, he's had so much success. He doesn't. I mean, his marketing has done well. I watched his. I remember he maybe had a couple 100,000. He has millions of followers now.
I mean, it's
his
like
engagement is crazy. His output that he has is ridiculous.
He just hired a booking agent.
What you mean?
At that point, if they're just doing marketing.
Yeah, I don't know what the actual deal. I'm assuming it's probably like a marketing deal or like a distribution, that type of thing.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, there's no like, I didn't see. I was looking earlier about like what the actual reports were. Like, they didn't go into the detail about like what the actual structure of the deal was. But I could foresee like if you're keeping all your masters, all the rights to like your publishing and all that, that's more than likely probably what it is.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know, bro. Congrats to him though. When it comes to that, I mean, that's a big move. He said he's part of the Rock. He did a whole freestyle, on the Breakfast Club, and you know it has sent shockwaves through the industry because, like I said, people thought they didn't see that coming just based off the dealing that he had before.
Maybe he wanted to always be with Rock Nation, like you said. The business wasn't right. You know what I mean? He saw the value, and now Rock Nation is like, all right, we see your worth. We're able to do that, which. I mean, hey, if it works out for him, it works out for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Like I don't think people should be. Oh, why are you signing the Rock Nation now? Like you're stupid.
How long would if you're someone that has that much success? How long would you wait before like entertaining a big deal?
It just depends how long I've been consistent for.
I mean, I think they said his first. I'm trying to find it right now. His first. I think on Apple, like first drop on there was 2018. So it's been almost a decade.
Okay, since you've been making music, you're saying?
Like since we've seen like the drops on, I mean, since like as of like I guess LaRussell on the streaming platforms and all that type of stuff. I assume he's been rapping for way longer than that. But like,
it just depends. Like it all depends. Like you know what I mean? Like it all depends how much money you're actually bringing in for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dropping music, going to the studio, you know, tours, show, you know what I mean? Press runs.
It's probably coming out of pocket a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To where it's like
overhead's a lot. That's what people don't realize too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. To where it's like he could be just breaking even, but this is my worth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he could be showing like the proof of concept is there.
Yeah.
Like the people.
That's the leverage.
Exactly. The physical concept is there, but it's like financially he could be spending $50 million and making $51 million.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, it's leaving the stress when you, like you said, it's almost like you using them for the.
Like he might want a margin now.
Yeah, might want a bigger margin for sure. Yeah, it was just interesting. Because it was a big discourse that was going on. The independence versus like obviously the label system. You know, it's always a conversation when it comes to that. But again, congrats to LaRussell with his partnership, his deal that he did with Rock Nation. It's a big moment. Like I said, to see what happens from this and how much bigger he gets as an artist, his name gets out there, that type of thing.